Afternoon, everybody. Yes, it's me. I am looking a bit rough, to be fair. I don't know what it, I don't know what it is. I think I'm just getting like a chest infection. So it's not stopping us doing now. I just feel a bit, just a bit crappy. So, a couple of them have picked up on my opinions of certain individuals. Listen, all I take need opinions. Whether I agree with it or I don't, or you agree with me or you don't, doesn't really matter, does it? Because it certainly won't change my opinion. But I find it funny, and I'm not going to start having a go at narrative, but I find it funny that it is actually people like narrative who himself was stuck on that gear, right? Or whatever he was. It's always them type of people who start saying, oh, it's not our fault. They blame everything else but themselves. That's exactly what they do. Blame everything else. Oh, what if they went to jail and they just got it to get through it and all that? Right. You, in your own admittance narrative, you used to hang about around the shops when you were a young adult and stuff like that, right? Do you know what I mean? What about the right? What about the times, right? For instance, me, because I'm talking because it's my video, right? Well, the shit I've been through in my life, right? By the way, I was in the army when I was when you were hanging about shops, stuff like that. There's a hell of a lot happened to me, right? But I've never ever chose to do that. You know, everybody knows, right? That what heroin does. You know, if you start taking heroin, that's what it's going to happen to you. You see them in the street constantly. There's more and more of them all the time now. I'm not about fentanyl and all. I don't even know about that. To be honest, I don't even know if we even get stuff like that up my way. I don't know. I wouldn't know. I've never heard anybody mention it. To be fair, I know it's a big thing in America, but I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But again, it's a massive choice. My choice was drink, right? Because I knew personally that drink is not anywhere near as bad as the smack, right? You don't see, right? You don't see as many people robbing people and stuff like that because they want a can of lager. But you see a hell of a lot of people robbing people because they need the next fix, right? I know I knew all this. It's the reason. And like I say, I have got an addictive personality, so that's the reason I wouldn't even touch that stuff in the first place because I know how I would end up on that stuff. So it's a choice. So it's only people like yourself and other people, right? Like that stun gun twat, right? Who are just making excuses like, oh, something happened to me, this, that. No. Do you know what I mean? There's people out there. There you go. There's people out there a lot worse off than what you've been through. And they haven't turned to that. Do you know what I mean? It's an excuse, right? You do it in the first place because you want to do it. Do you know what I mean? It's as simple as that, right? It just is. It's your choice to do it. So, but again, it's always use addicts or ex-addicts who you always have to try to blame something else. Do you know what I mean? Yes, bad things happen to people. Bad things happen to everybody, right? But people make a choice of how to deal with that. Listen, I'm no angel. I hit the drink. I still do it now. I hit the drink if I'm feeling low or something bad happens to me or if someone passes, my family passes away, a close friend, I hit the drink, which is no good. That's how I deal with it, right? I would never ever hit heroin because I don't want to end up like that. I don't want to end up like one of them little zombie Doyles, right? Walking around my town centre, eyeing up old women's bags. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what they do. I don't give a fuck what you say. It fucking happens on a regular basis where I live. People getting mugged and people getting robbed at cash points and this, that, and the other. All of little smack rats. So I will never change the way I talk about them because I don't like them. And yes, you wouldn't want to be my friend addicted now. Mate, yeah, I've got a few friends who've turned to stuff like that, right? And yeah, I'm not the friend anymore. I don't want to be the friend anymore because them people now are not the people I was friends with. They are totally different. Their morals are different. Everything about them now is different. And it's something I wouldn't want to have as a friend. People who think like they do now, again, they didn't think like that when they were clean. And again, it's their choice. It was their choice to have a go and to get hooked. So, not asked. Beat it. Not my friends anymore. Do you know what I mean? And it is what it is. I will never ever change my mind on stuff like that. Yeah, I won't. But like I said, it's not me having a go. You can't be asking back and forwards with you. But it just is what it is. You've decided to pipe up. Fair enough. But that's my opinion. And it's through people who I do know who've gone onto that gone onto the drugs and that. It's their choice. Don't force them. Do you know what I mean? Don't force them to go to dealers. Just dings. So, yeah. What did Daft Ass say as well? JDP. Can't remember what he said now. He said something last night. I was to be honest, I was tired, so I can't remember what he said now. Yeah, just talk shite, doesn't he? Like I say, I don't like that Ian Stungung Paddy, whatever his name is, right? But I did actually say, if you do listen right, well done for getting off the whatever you were on the smack, right? But guess what? You were a smackhead. Now you're not. It is what it is. You call people what they are. It's as simple as that. People call me a cokehead and that. So fucking what? I like a line in that, right? So guess what? I am. You are what you are. Do you know what I mean? Simple as that. No point hiding from it. But look at my eyes. Gorgeous blue eyes, right? These little smack rats are all dark-eyed, sunken eyes, you know what I mean? Horrible little waste of space. It's as simple as that. My opinion, and it won't change. It won't change. Like I said, I know people now who were on it, who were not on it, who are good friends of mine. Well, that drug makes people, in my opinion, unfriendable, if that's a word. Unfriendable. So you can't trust them. And all they think about is themselves. So put that in your crack pipe and smoke it. And yeah, that's about it, really. I can't remember. JDP said something last night, but I can't remember now. Because he's just a fat mess, isn't he? Tell you what, why don't you do right? The decent thing as a father, JDP. Let your kids have the bedroom back. Instead of you sitting there with a waistcoat, what you talk about my clothes not fitting. Jesus Christ. What on earth was that? Really? And then you started talking about I push narratives towards people. Did you watch the Brett video? No. I put it up there and asked people what they thought about that video. Did it look good? Did it look bad? I never once said he was doing anything. So you're just lying again, you fat fucking idiot, right? And again with the rack pull thing. You were pushing a narrative about rack pull being this, that and the other. Correct. I did. Do you know why? Because rack pull used to hang about in children's play areas, the swings, as we call them up here, with convicted sex offenders. Rack pull used to come out with things like, which he has, go back, look at these videos, age is just a number, right? Plenty of my adult friends have been with their 15, 16-year-olds and stuff like that, male and female, and he never once tried to even say otherwise. He's not asked. That's how that man thinks. So what does it say about you when you're sticking up with people like that? Do you know what I mean? Scum of the earth. It's absolutely ridiculous. But no, I wasn't that. I wasn't backtracking. I was just pointing out the fact that yesterday that I don't like that he gets stung on Paddy. So there you go. I'm not backtracking. I think he's a little raff. He's a dick, right? I don't like him. The man comes out, calls people, calls whoever he wants. As soon as anyone has a go back at him, he starts crying. He's a little bitch. It's as simple as that. Horrible little twat. Don't like him. So yeah, it's about it. I can't be asked to talk anymore. Got stuff to do. So, bosh.